Her name was Margaret. She lived alone in a quiet neighborhood just outside of Kansas City, 81 years old, still independent, still driving, and always smiling when she talked about her grandkids. But 3 months before her passing, something changed. She started feeling tired even after sleeping 9 hours. She would forget what she was saying mid-sentence. And most of all, she stopped going to her garden. That small patch of soil she once loved just sat there untouched. Her daughter thought it was just age. But Margaret's decline wasn't sudden. It was slow, silent, hidden. And by the time they discovered what was happening, her heart had already grown too weak to keep up with her spirit. Today we are going to talk about 3 hidden health reasons why many older people struggle to live past 80. They are rarely discussed, often missed, even by doctors, but they are real. And in the United States, they quietly take thousands of lives every year. Let us begin. The body fights battles every day, but after 70, some of those battles never stop. This is what doctors now call inflammaging, a constant, low-grade inflammation that doesn't go away. It comes from processed foods, sedentary habits, even unhealed emotional stress. Unlike fevers or rashes, this inflammation is invisible. It builds up in your arteries, joints, brain tissue, weakening everything slowly. According to research from the Buck Institute for Research on Aging in California, chronic inflammation is one of the strongest predictors of age-related diseases like Alzheimer's, heart failure, and frailty. It doesn't scream, it whispers until the body cannot hold on. Philosopher from India, Jiddu Krishnamurti, once said, "It is no measure of health to be well-adjusted to a profoundly sick society. To live beyond 80, we must stop accepting inflammation as normal aging. It is not." Margaret looked fine. She ate her toast, her fruit, her tea, but she was not eating enough protein, not enough iron, not enough B12. And like many older adults, she was slowly becoming malnourished without anyone noticing. Malnutrition in seniors is not always obvious. You may not lose weight, you may not feel hungry, but your muscles, your immune system, and even your heart tissue start breaking down due to nutrient deficits. The National Institute on Aging warns that more than 1 in 3 older Americans suffer from some form of undernutrition, even if they appear normal. This leads to something called sarcopenia, the slow loss of muscle mass. And once muscle is lost, balance, strength, and even breathing become harder. It is one of the strongest hidden causes of early death past age 80. Philosopher from Germany, Friedrich Nietzsche, once said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. But to find your why, you must have the strength to stand." Nutrition is not vanity, it is survival. Margaret had been waking up often at night, sometimes sweating, sometimes gasping, and sometimes just staring at the ceiling for hours. Her family thought it was insomnia, but it was actually undiagnosed sleep apnea, a sleep disorder where breathing pauses repeatedly during the night. It puts massive strain on the heart, damages memory, and increases risk of sudden death. The American Academy of Sleep Medicine says nearly 50% of seniors over 65 have some form of sleep-disordered breathing, yet most are never diagnosed. Even poor sleep from chronic pain, medication side effects, or late-night screen exposure can reduce your lifespan by years. Your brain cleans itself only during deep sleep. Your heart rests only when breathing is steady. Without this, the body breaks little by little. Philosopher from France, Blaise Pascal, once wrote, "All of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone." But I would add, some problems come from being unable to sleep in that quiet room. Your rest is not laziness. It is the restoration of life. Margaret passed peacefully, but she could have had more time, and she is not alone. The goal is not to live forever, but to live fully, without being stolen by things that were preventable. If you or someone you love is nearing 80, please look beyond what is visible. Look into the food, the sleep, the hidden battles of inflammation, because sometimes the things we do not see are the ones that end us too soon.